Okay, we're now live. Hello everybody, coming to you from the phone call room at the assembly. It is not even 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, so I'm really proud of us for being here. Sometimes you just have to have those little achievements saying, you
Amazing.
did it, right? I'm awake.
Amazing.
The sun is out and it's shining. So I'm here with my friend Kate, who's also a member here at the assembly, and she runs a program called Women, Your Owner's Manual, which sounds incredible. And she's an executive coach that helps walk women through that curriculum. And so she and I had a photo shoot. Was it last week already?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and she just killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't wait to share those photos with you. But I also wanted to tap into her brain to get some 411 that's just helpful for all of us. As we walked through this just a few minutes ago, it was a lot of head nodding, and I was vibing with a lot of it. So I can't wait to share some of this. So are any of you overstretched, spread thin, overworked, burnt out? Kate has 5 tips for leaders who are overstretched of how you can take back your life. So start us off with the first one. I really love this one.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I first just want to say, I know most of you probably already know this, but Praise is amazing at what she does. I hate having my picture taken, or actually that's an old version of me. I'm learning to really love having my picture taken, mostly because you just made it so fun, and so if any of you need pictures, here's your gal. Do this, do this, do
you
this.
You didn't even prep her to say that.
It's
like that.
No, it's just so true. So anyway, part of that is because it's as women, I think we need to support each other and help raise the collective, and the work that you're doing is so important, and the way that you approach it and how you supported me was amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you. And yeah, so we're talking about the 5 shifts.
Yes.
Okay. And the first one, we were talking there's a webinar that I have, so if you're interested in that, we'll put the link in the bottom of this so you can watch the whole thing, but just a quick sort of overview. The first one is, I call it operating as the queen, because as a culture, as women, I think we've been taught that thinking of ourselves makes us selfish and self-centered and narcissistic and all these negative words. And the reality is, the women that I work with, and I think most women, we've got a lot of energy, we serve a bunch of people in our lives, we hold space for a whole, just so much. And I think it's irresponsible, actually, to not take care of yourself. Yeah. And I want to switch that and pop it on its head, because most of the women I know are the center spoke of their lives. Not only with their family, but also at work, with friends, with setting up what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. They're managing so much. And when we're depleted, there's no way we can show up as the best version of ourselves. So that happens, and then what we do is we're just caught in this cycle of, I'm depleted, which means I show up as less than what would be ideal for myself, and now I'm going to use that as evidence about how I'm not enough, or how I'm failing, or look at how I'm going to beat myself up about it. So to just break that cycle entirely, it means I have to operate inside of the knowing that is inside of me. That's not about self-centered ego. The knowing is about community and connection and love. And when I operate from there, then it is inclusive. But I have to start here, because I have to feed this and know who I am, which then will turn into a few more of the steps.
Yeah, so it's like knowing who you are and not just doing things because you should do things.
Yeah. I think often of, like, Maya Angelou is such a great example for me.
Yeah.
Because that woman just, oh man, it just oozed out of her love and connection and community and respect, and it just, yeah. And you would not mess with her on your, like, bravest day, right? You're just like, ooh, like there was a fierceness about the way she was a queen.
Right.
And the way she walked into a room, she was responded to in a way because of how she held herself. No words, right? The way that we emanate, she knew who she was, and set such a great example for so many of us.
Yeah. So knowing who you are, adjust that crown a little bit, stand up tall.
Yeah.
I like it. And then operating as the queen kind of dives into your schedule too, right?
Completely, right? So the next one is honoring your time.
Yes.
Which is really important, because it's learning how to say no. It's learning how to set boundaries. Often we think no is like, oh God, it's like such a hard thing for us to do. really sometimes it can just be no, not right now. Right? So yes, I would love to help you with that. One, if I do this right now, here's what has to move off my plate in order for that to happen. So boss, partner, whomever, help me prioritize.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just your own schedule and you can say, I'd love to help you with that and I can't do it until Friday.
Yeah.
Or I can do it whichever. So we're still really in that communion with each other, but there's a respect for your time and where you're just not like this ever giving, ever always. Like, no, there's space around it. I was telling you a little bit earlier about a lot of my clients, we spend a lot of the day going meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to run out the door to get the kids, to get them to have dinner, to make sure we get homework, to get them in bed, to probably do a little bit more work because I'm still behind, to get up in the morning to race and do it all over again.
I know you said women often have the energy of doing 2 to 3 people's jobs, and that's what that sounds like.
And it's true, and here's my question. I know that you can do that. Do you still want to? How do we slow it down enough so there's choice?
Yeah.
Because when we're doing that all day long, we're not living our lives.
Yeah.
We're executing.
Yeah.
It feels empty and lonesome and isolating. And so if I can even do something as simple as I only now have half-hour meetings. What that does is that means people need to show up prepared. That means you're going to give me an agenda. That means you're going to have thought through what it is that we're doing together. That means we're going to hold each other accountable to this time and space so that you get enough for right now, and then we move on and we continue, right? So when we do that, then clients of mine have an hour to sometimes 3 hours a day to learn, to choose where to what to do with it, right? And so in there, that's the biggest thing. Like, how do I have more choice in my life? How do I actually get to execute in a way where the knowing inside of me is actually choosing where to step in instead of I'm in reaction all day long and just putting out fires.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah, wouldn't that be incredible instead of having no time is having an hour to 3 hours of your life back simply by saying no? Or my friend says, her magic phrase now is like, I'm not available for that. So it's like not offensive, but it's literally saying the truth. Yeah. I just can't do that.
I had such a hard time for so long saying no to people because I'm so want to help and I can usually do it and whatever. So my default, because people would start asking me something before they even get it out of their mouth. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, wait, what did I just say yes to, right? Of course I can help, right? So now my default is, let me check my calendar. I'll get back to you by the end of the day. So whether that's true or not, it gives me the space to go, do I want to do the thing they're asking me? Yes. Or no.
Yeah.
Right? So that, there's choice inside of it.
Yeah,
instead
so
of just
getting back the choice.
Yeah, the default of like, let me help.
Yeah, I love it. Also, hi Stephanie and hi Angela. I see you there.
Hi.
Wave instead of like, I have to wave. Let's see a little one of these. Perfect. Okay, so then I love this phrasing of your third point of how to take back your life. There's a secret weapon. So tell us that secret. What is that secret weapon?
Yeah, I find the thing that's most important is the secret weapon is creating partnerships in your life.
Okay.
Because like I said, most of the women that I work with, so many of us, we operate in, I am sort of the lone woman on the island and I've got to do it all.
Yeah.
And there's some kind of proving energy sometimes about like, see, I can. And anytime we've labeled asking for help as weakness. Mm-hmm. What I love to switch that concept of course you need help because you are on a mission to change the world and to do things in a really big way. That might be inside of your family. That might be you and yourself. We need community. Mm. Women, we were never set up to do this all on our own. We've always thrived in community and connection and support and helping each other. And it's there's such a hole in our culturally where we are right now. We've lost, I feel, like our responsibility to each other and our sense of community and connection, and this feminine leadership leans us back in that way where we have a little bit more balance. So the partnership idea is not about 50-50. It's about how do we start to delegate a little bit and share so that we feel supported in whatever it is that we're doing.
Yeah, sharing it. I like that. And having realistic expectations like, well, I did my 50%. Where are you doing your 50%? I remember you saying it's about like, what can I delegate out so I can have the other times in my life back that give me life, right?
Yeah. I mean, and as we do, we're delegating things, helping the person who's receiving something new. They're growing.
Yeah.
They're learning and stretching, and they're developing new things. So it's a win for everybody.
Totally.
You know, there's often ways that we want to control everything and have it be perfect because we have these expectations about ourselves that, you know, even when our spouse or our partner says, hey, let me load the dishes or let me fold the laundry and our reaction is like, no, you don't do it right. It has to, like, if you could use that time instead for what you choose to invest in, being present with your kids, taking a bath, going for a walk with the dog, whatever it is that you want to feed yourself, who gives a darn about the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Totally. Really, at the end of the day. Right? So how do we choose, again, where am I investing my energy? What is it that I'm doing? And how is it that I need, what do I need to shift?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I want to be really mindful of time too, because I mean, she has delegated her time to me and I want to respect that. So there are like 2 more points and then we're going to wrap it up. And the next one I really love. Okay, so to review, to step into a life where you can take it back is operating as a queen, honoring your time, creating partnerships, and what is the 4th one?
Well, the creating partnerships one leads really nicely into this next one, which is learning how to receive.
Okay.
Right? Because often people will show up for us and we discount it or we dismiss it, right? You know, many of us are really familiar with this feeling of, I just had a party and we've got a lot of people around. Let me help you clean up. You're like, no, I've got it.
Yeah.
Or I love that outfit you've got on. Oh, this old thing, it's really, like, we discount, we can't even allow in. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to be supported? What does it mean to honor the gift of what is being offered to me, which is a compliment or a connection or a touch or a way to... So really learning how to receive is such an important aspect of all the rest of operating as a queen, of honoring your time, of all those pieces, right? And then the last one I'll just really quickly touch on is investing in mentorship.
Okay.
So the things that I'm talking about are not small shifts, because we've all been operating usually for years excuse me, in a different way, in a different concept, with different beliefs. Sorry. So we need support in being able to make these shifts. And what if that looks like working with a coach, or having someone in your family, or having someone you look up to, whoever it is, it's the support around making those shifts.
Yeah, I love that. Because again, we don't operate in silos. We can't just do all this stuff on our own. It's asking for help. And which is an awesome transition, because if you're in that stage of life where you do need a coach, and especially if you want to go to this curriculum with Kate, you can go to 6xproject.com/apply and set up a meeting with her. And then it's be like our little Instagram live, but you just get to talk to just her, not me, sorry. But yes, so then it's investing in mentorship, being open to receiving, creating partnerships, honoring your time, and that's how you can operate as a queen. And take back your life from being overstretched. Yeah, I love it. Okay,
that was
this
a really
is so
good memory.
helpful. And I also have notes right here, so I can't totally take all the credit for that. But I received that compliment. You see how being open to receiving?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm applying it right then.
You just go, that's true.
That's true, yes. I like that. Okay, well then that's it. Do you have anything else to add?
I just think that we are at a really desperate moment in history where I think we can see all around us the need for feminine leadership. Where we've all committed to this kind of, I'm driving the masculine, it's all about me, winner take all, and it's really hurting us. And so I think as women, when we can reconnect to what intuitively we already know and bring that forward, instead of trying to operate inside of a system that's pretty broken, both for us and for men, I'm excited about what our future looks like. So
I like that optimism too.
So we'll put the link for if you want to have further conversation. I would love to do that with anyone. So we'll put the link in the comments thing, and for the webinar also, if you want to watch the whole thing. And that's it.
Okay, awesome. All right, thanks everybody. I'm actually even going to put that right now. We're going to say hi, and then we're just going to put that in.
You got to go or www, I don't know.
Let's see if it worked. www.
The 6, number 6, project.com/apply.
Boom. Okay, that's it, everybody. Bye, Kate. Bye, happy Wednesday, everybody.